Hello, welcome back to World Fact Finder. In this episode, we will discuss 50 facts that will spark your interest. You ready? Let's get started. Number 1. Jingle Ownership Lessons. In 2003, rapper Pusha T wrote the McDonald's jingle, "I'm lovin' it," but he doesn't own the publishing rights for it. Learning from this mistake, he owned 40% of the next jingle he wrote. Arby's, "We have the meats." Number 2. During the Atomic Trinity test, there was a girls' dance camp nearby. The girls played in the falling white ash. Sadly, 10 out of the 12 girls died before reaching 40. Number 3. Craigslist generates over $600 million in revenue annually with only 50 employees. Number 4. In 1988, a U.S. Marine was abandoned and died in the Mojave Desert. Only when his weapon went missing did the search for him begin. Number 5. When former Auschwitz commander Rudolf Höss was accused at his trial of murdering 3.5 million people, he replied, "No. Only 2.5 million. The rest died from disease and starvation." Number 6. Mike Tyson's financial roller coaster. Mike Tyson went bankrupt in 2003. Despite having earned $400 million from boxing, examples of reckless spending included $6.3 million on luxury cars and $580,000 on his 30th birthday party. However, he has improved his financial situation and now receives $900,000 per month from his cannabis company, as of April 2024. Number 7. Robert Rayford, who is believed to have died from AIDS in 1969, checked himself into the hospital and was found to have an unusually severe form of chlamydia, as well as Kaposi's sarcoma, an AIDS-defining illness, and a dysfunctional immune system. AIDS wasn't identified until 1981. Number 8. In 1969, Ted Conrad embezzled $215,000 from a bank in Ohio and proceeded to evade capture for the remaining 51 years of his life. He became Thomas Randell and settled in Massachusetts. Described by authorities as a deathbed confession, in 2021, he told his wife and daughter who he was and what he did. Number 9. The creator of Wonder Woman was in a throuple that involved his first wife and his student. They were heavily into bondage, which inspired the superheroine's early iterations. The throuple lasted 22 years, all the way to his death. Number 10. The Monty Hall problem, where it is better for the contestant to switch from their initial choice to another, caused such controversy that 10,000 people, including 1,000 PhDs, wrote in, with most of them calling the theory wrong. Number 11. Presidential eclipse mishap. President John Quincy Adams partially blinded himself by looking directly at an eclipse in 1791. Number 12. A bartender in England told Jimi Hendrix and his band they weren't welcome upon entering, saying, "Sorry, mates, we can't serve your sort in here." Hendrix thought it was because of his race, but in reality, the bartender mistook them for circus clowns. Number 13. White Hands, a Japanese organization, provides ejaculation help to males with disabilities who are unable to physically masturbate due to paralysis, muscle atrophy, incurable disease, or cerebral palsy. Number 14. George Washington had to borrow money to travel to New York City for his presidential inauguration. Despite owning 60,000 acres and 300 slaves, he had very little cash, and part of the reason he took the job was for the salary. Number 15. Roger Waters fired Pink Floyd keyboardist Richard Wright from the band during the production of the album The Wall. But he continued to work as a salaried musician. Wright remained on salary for the album's elaborate tour, and was thus the only member of the band to profit from it, which lost about £400,000. Number 16. Red Sox sham tryout. In 1945, 2 years before Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier, the Boston Red Sox held a sham tryout for him and other black players. Red Sox management shouted racial slurs from the stands and humiliated the players. The Red Sox would eventually be the last MLB team to racially integrate. Number 17. In 2023, a 45-year-old Belgian man named David Barreton faked his own death, but then showed up to his own funeral to teach his family a life lesson. He was reportedly dismayed that his family had grown apart. Number 18. South Korea trained a secret military unit, Unit 684, to assassinate North Korea's leader. The unit recruited civilians to an island, where their harsh training resulted in the deaths of 7 members. Desperate to escape, the unit revolted in 1971, killing 18 guards in the process of escaping to mainland South Korea. Number 19. The son of Warren Buffett, the 6th richest person in the world, thought that his dad's job was checking security alarm systems as a kid. He had no idea what his dad did for a living, and he had no idea that he was really, really rich. Number 20. Henry Ford is the only American mentioned favorably in Mein Kampf. For his anti-Semitic writing, Ford also received the Grand Cross of the German Eagle, the highest medal Nazi Germany bestowed upon foreigners. Number 21. Rocky V's original tragic ending. In the original script of Rocky V, Rocky is so beaten from his fight with Tommy that he rests his head on Adrian's lap while on the way to the hospital and dies. Stallone apparently wept when he wrote that scene. Number 22. Armed with a knife, United States Army soldier Roy Benavidez went to assist a 12-man Special Forces team surrounded by 1,000 NVA soldiers and provided cover fire. Having sustained 37 bayonet, bullet, and shrapnel wounds, they evacuated him after the battle. They presumed him dead and placed him in a body bag, only to find him alive later. Number 23. In 1944, the CIA created a manual on sabotaging organizations. Among other things, it suggests make speeches at great length, refer all matters to committees, make committees as large as possible, and insist on perfect work in relatively unimportant products. Number 24. Larry Bird once played mostly with his left hand because he wanted to save his right for the next game against the Lakers. Number 25. Babe Ruth constantly cheated on his wives during his baseball career. One night in Chicago, a detective that the New York Yankees hired to follow him reported that Ruth had been with 6 women. Another player said that he was not Ruth's roommate while traveling. I room with his suitcase. Number 26. Game of Thrones, Husky Abandonment. The TV show Game of Thrones is the reason animal shelters are overflowing with huskies. Everyone wanted their own real-life direwolf, but then abandoned them after realizing how much work they are. Number 27. Many spices contain significant levels of heavy metals like lead and arsenic, with no clear indicator of safety by brand name, country of origin, or organic status. Number 28. Bill Nye quit his job at Boeing to be a stand-up comic after winning a Steve Martin look-alike contest in 1978. Number 29. The creator of SEAL Team 6 formed a U.S. government team named Red Cell in 1984 to highlight the vulnerabilities of military installations. In 1986, they kidnapped and tortured a man for 30 hours as part of an operation. Number 30. There has never been an official identification of any of the people filmed or photographed falling from the Twin Towers on September 11th. The collapse of the towers before their remains were removed from the scene made it impossible to identify them through DNA analysis. Number 31. American population concentration. 1 out of 3 Americans lives in just 4 states: California, Texas, Florida, and New York. Number 32. The founder thought that the brand name Rolex would be easily pronounceable in any language, but it has no specific meaning. Number 33. Following the August 11th, 1999 solar eclipse, the BMJ reported only 14 cases of eye damage from improper viewing of the eclipse, a lower number than initially feared. In one of the most serious cases, the patient had looked at the sun without eye protection for 20 minutes. Number 34. Following a nighttime brawl in 2023 between rival gangs, in which several suspects had full-body Yakuza-style tattoos, South Korean prosecutors turned their attention to the tattoo artists they suspected of tattooing them, ultimately indicting 12 tattoo artists for providing tattoos illegally. Number 35. In 2008, a 140-year-old high-explosive cannonball that Sam White, a Virginia Civil War collector, was restoring, exploded in his driveway, killing him. The explosion was powerful enough to send chunks of shrapnel up to a quarter-mile away. At the time, he had 18 more cannonballs in his driveway. Number 36. Nasal immunity vulnerability. Cold temperatures weaken nasal immunity, making us more vulnerable to viruses. A mere 5 degrees Celsius drop in nasal tissue temperature reduces immune response by nearly half. Number 37. In Japan, there is a group of prominent female housewife stock traders known as Mrs. Watanabe, who are so proficient at what they do that many traders look to them for reference on which stocks are doing well. Number 38. Batman was created almost at the same time as the Black Bat, a pulp fiction hero so similar that the publishers considered suing each other. They eventually found an agreement. The Black Bat wouldn't appear in comics, and in exchange, Batman wouldn't appear in pulp magazines. Number 39. The United States Navy's SEAL Team 6 was not the 6th SEAL Team. At the time, there were only 2. The name was chosen to confuse the Soviets. Number 40. During the Civil War, the Confederacy used the strongest cipher available, the Vigenère cipher, but the Union consistently cracked it. This was because the Confederates only ever used 3 key phrases: Manchester Bluff, complete victory, and, as the war came to a close, come retribution. Number 41. The Sperminator documentary subject. Ari Nagel, also known as the Sperminator, has fathered over 100 children. He turns down no women and doesn't charge for his services, although he pays child support for several of them. 3 documentaries, including The Baby Daddy, 2022, and Sperm World, 2024, have featured his contributions. Number 42. For the duration of World War II, The UK proposed a merger with France in 1940. This included shared citizenship, resources, defense, and policies. There is a belief that the proposal, if made just a few days earlier, would have been carefully considered. Number 43. Since the year 2000, 5 new elements have been added to the periodic table, finally filling the 7th row of the table. Number 44. Spelling bees, competitions where participants must correctly spell words until one is left standing, don't really exist outside of English-speaking countries, and within English, they're primarily an American phenomenon. Number 45. When Chi-Chi, a giant panda at the London Zoo, was taken to Moscow to breed with a male giant panda, she refused his attempts to mate with her and instead made a full sexual presentation to a zookeeper. Number 46. Cavendish's unrecognized scientific contributions. Henry Cavendish, an English scientist, was the first to discover physical laws such as Ohm's, Dalton's, or Charles's laws, among others. However, these laws were not named after him because he did not publish his notes or share his findings with fellow scientists, likely due to his asocial and shy nature. Number 47. The writer of Crime and Punishment, Dostoevsky, was sentenced to death by firing squad for political reasons. Just before the firing squad shot him, a cart delivered a letter from the Tsar, commuting the sentence to 4 years of exile in Siberia. Number 48. In 1915, tipping was so unpopular that 6 states in the USA made it illegal to do so. Number 49. Kasparov World Chess Championship. 1984 match lasted for 5 months and 5 days. FIDE President Florencio Campomanes unilaterally terminated the match, citing the player's health, despite both players wanting to continue. Over the course of the match, Karpov reportedly lost 10 kilograms. Number 50. According to legend, John Candy was the most burned potential host of SNL because the staff frequently asked him to host, but changed their plans at the last minute. Thanks for watching. Like and comment if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe and activate notifications so you don't miss the next interesting facts. See you in our next video.